What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a super exciting Liverpool transfer news video because it looks like Alexander Isak wants to sign for Liverpool, and Fabrizio has recently confirmed that Liverpool are in talks with Alexander Isak and his representatives to see how interested he is in playing for Liverpool, and it looks like he is very interesting. He is enjoying the kind of season at Newcastle that they hoped for when they bought him from Real Sociedad. He has 19 goals and 6 assists in 25 games, and he recently scored in the legendary League Cup final. For Newcastle it was legendary because that was their first English trophy in 70 years, and he scored a goal. And according to El Nacional, the Spanish news outlet, both Barcelona and Liverpool are showing interest. The report states that Isak prioritizes Barcelona, but he makes an exception for Liverpool. So if Liverpool make an offer for Isak, he will choose Liverpool over Barcelona. Isak's dream has always been to play at Anfield, to play for Liverpool, and the current situation at Liverpool makes it even more tempting because Isak is drawn to Arne Slot's project, and of course Darwin Núñez, it looks like he will be sold to Saudi Arabia. A report recently came out that Darwin Núñez already agreed a Saudi transfer in January, but Liverpool said no because we wanted to keep Darwin Núñez for the second half of the season. We couldn't sign his replacement straight away, so it was better to keep him than to be short of options in the title race. And Isak, with his combination of power, technique and goal instincts, is one of the names Arne Slot values to strengthen the attack. Of course, the financial problems at Barcelona could scupper their ambitions to sign Alexander Isak, but Barcelona admire him greatly as well. His technical ability and movement would fit naturally into Barcelona's playing style. And of course Barcelona are interested in a lot of big players, but they have to sell one or two of their stars, like Ronald Araujo or Frankie de Jong might need to be sold if they want to bring Isak to the club. Isak is willing to wait for signs from Barcelona, but his patience won't be forever. If Liverpool make the first move, then Isak will probably go to Liverpool because he doesn't want to wait around for other big clubs. If one of the biggest clubs comes calling, like Liverpool, I think Isak would be very happy to play for Liverpool. Isak wants to play for a top club, that's the bottom line, and he knows the Liverpool train doesn't come around twice. So if Liverpool want to sign you and you reject them, then you run the risk of Liverpool never coming in for you again, never calling again. So Isak will probably choose Liverpool if Liverpool come calling. And this report, from a Newcastle point of view, it's incredibly concerning because Newcastle wanted to build their team around Isak, and so far they won a League Cup, but they want to do bigger things in football, and Isak, it looks like, will jump ship as soon as a bigger club come calling. And there are a lot of bigger clubs than Newcastle, no disrespect to them. They are a big club in England, but they are not a big club in Europe yet. And Isak's dream has always been to play at Liverpool, according to this report. But Newcastle will find it tough to really heavily invest into the squad, not because they don't have the money. They have the richest owners in English football, but they are restricted by financial fair play in Europe. The only way they could spend big is qualifying for the Champions League, because that could give them a lot of revenue compared to just the Europa League or Conference League. At the moment they are only confirmed for the Conference League, and they need to finish in top 6, top 7 to get into higher European competition. Unless they qualify for the Champions League, Newcastle won't be able to strengthen the squad enough. And also Isak might want to leave without Champions League football. And this interest from Barcelona, it's rather passive than active, because Barcelona need to move a lot of things around to be able to even afford Alexander Isak. And Liverpool have a lot of money sitting around. We haven't spent much money in the last 3 transfer windows, so Liverpool have accumulated a lot of money. And Isak is, I think, perfect for Liverpool's system. He's powerful, technically sharp, clinical. He offers something different up front. If Darwin Núñez is sold, which is a big possibility, then Isak is already on the shortlist, and I think he would be perfect. But Liverpool need to act fast, because Isak also might get other offers from Arsenal, from Barcelona, from other clubs as well. And this makes a lot of sense because Isak isn't just another name. He's the kind of forward that Liverpool could build their attack around in the next 5 years. He's quick, intelligent, he gets goals. And yes, he has some injury problems, but he's not as injury prone as somebody like Diogo Jota. And Liverpool would need to have at least 2 strikers as well. Plus, Luis Diaz could play as a striker if it is needed. But yeah, Liverpool needs to share the goals around. When Liverpool were the most successful, they had Mane, Salah and Bobby Firmino getting a lot of goals. And now we have midfielders like Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai and even Curtis Jones, who could get you regularly 5 to 10 goals a season. And then those are all adding up. So Liverpool need to have goal threats from all over the attack and the midfield. And if Darwin Núñez leaves, and that's very likely, Isak would be a massive upgrade in consistency, in finishing, and crucially, Isak wants to play for Liverpool, and that matters. Players who genuinely want to play for Liverpool often perform better here. And if the price is indeed around 110 million euros or pounds, the finances are in place, this feels like a move that could actually happen. It's not a fantasy, it's smart business. And Robbie Fowler believes that Liverpool should sign Isak even if Salah stays. Or if he leaves, then even more so. By the way, what a picture it is. Van Dijk holding his head after Isak scored the 2-0 and Isak doing that face. That's actually a great picture from the League Cup final. I'm over it. It's only the League Cup. If Liverpool win the Premier League, it's still a widely successful season. And at the moment, Liverpool are the best team in England, and hopefully we can clinch the title in the next month or so. And Robbie Fowler said it's not just about Mo Salah leaving Liverpool. Even if Mo Salah stays, I believe Liverpool should continue and buy players anyway. Look at the great Man United teams of the past, and when they were winning trophies and honours under Sir Alex Ferguson, it was perhaps one player who came in and just gave everyone that lift. And that's what really top clubs do. Even when they are winning, they buy players and they keep strengthening. That's the mistake that Liverpool made. When in 2019 we didn't win the league, we won the Champions League. We didn't really strengthen. In 2020, we won the league at a canter. We won it by 18 points, which was, I think, a record at the time. And yet, Liverpool didn't strengthen. And then we had an injury-hit season with Van Dijk getting injured. All of our centre-backs got injured. And we almost didn't even finish in the Champions League. Liverpool got complacent. We didn't go into the season with 4 centre-backs, just 3. And all 3 of them got injured. So Liverpool need to spend even if we win the Champions League, win the Premier League, And Robbie Fowler stressed the importance of adding quality, class players to the team, even if Liverpool win a big trophy this season. Not just increase the numbers. Liverpool need first team players who can improve the starting 11. He said, I'm sure Liverpool will be linked with Isak. I'm sure Newcastle will want to extend his contract because of his goals and performances. So it will be an interesting summer, for sure. And here is another report saying that Alexander Isak, of course, is waiting for Barcelona, but he will go to Liverpool if Liverpool table serious bid to Newcastle and they could give him a big contract, which I think we will. Because of Darwin Núñez being sold, Liverpool would get 60-70 million pounds for the sale of Darwin Núñez. And then we could replace Isak, and he will probably be on a similar wages, but Isak would score a lot more goals and get a lot more assists than Darwin Núñez. And yes, Barcelona want him, but Barcelona's financial struggles mean that they could make any deal for Barcelona to do difficult. Isak's technical ability, movement and link-up play fit well within Barcelona's system as well. But with Newcastle wanting more than 100 million euros for Isak, it's hard to see Barcelona coming up with that money unless they sell some huge stars. And that's where the problem lies. Selling big stars for big money is not easy. You need to find the right club who pays enough wages for those players to consider and who are attractive enough for those big players to consider. The club's sporting director has identified attacking reinforcements as a priority, which is strange because Barcelona scored the most goals. They are the top scorers in the Champions League, I think, and they have a very high goal scoring rate in the La Liga as well. But yes, it's true that they had some problems with getting goals in some games against some lesser teams. But now Barcelona are back in top form, scoring a lot of goals as well. Apparently, with Isak's representatives, Liverpool already have a good relationship, and Liverpool could facilitate quick negotiation if Liverpool decides to move forward. But it's all about the money, isn't it? If Liverpool pay enough money to Newcastle, then they will accept our offer. And then if we give a big enough contract for Isak, then he will accept as well. Because Liverpool are now very, very attractive. And Liverpool could make further funds available by selling Federico Chiesa. Napoli are interested in him, apparently, even though I don't want Chiesa to leave because of the uncertainty around Mo Salah. I think we should wait and see whether Salah extends his contract or not. But even if Salah stays, I would actually keep Chiesa around. He wouldn't generate a lot of money selling him, and he's such a great squad player to have. I think he has shown in the League Cup final that he can offer something different. And if I had to choose, I would actually sell Luis Diaz and make Chiesa the left winger behind Cody Gakpo as his backup, and they would rotate in some games. I would keep Jota as well for another season, just to see if Jota can stay fit for the most of the season. He can still get 20-25 goals easily. And I think Isak as first choice striker, Jota as second choice would be actually great. And yeah, then Mo Salah, who is Mo Salah's backup? That's the biggest problem. But Chiesa can play there as well. So yeah, I'm not sure if going into the season with 5 attackers would be enough. But apparently Napoli are interested in Chiesa. And I think if Napoli make a big enough offer, then Chiesa might be sold because Arne Slot doesn't fancy him much. Of course, I don't see Chiesa in training. I don't interact with him, so I don't know how he is and why Arne Slot hasn't favored him. But the fact Arne Slot hasn't favored Harvey Elliott much and Endo much means that he just has his favorites and he overplays them and doesn't give enough opportunities for these guys. But yeah, I would definitely give more playing time to Chiesa. And Federico Chiesa's agent actually spoke out and said that Chiesa is actually very happy at Liverpool. He wants to stay and he has no regrets at choosing Liverpool. And that's his father who actually spoke, Enrico Chiesa, who of course played for Italy back in the day. He was also a decorated footballer, and he said that Chiesa is very happy at Liverpool. He's at the top club, that he's leading the Premier League, and now we hope that Chiesa can win the title. He's there to have his say. He has a great opportunity, and I hope Arne Slot gives Chiesa opportunities in the last 9 games, because we haven't seen much. We don't know exactly how good he is in Liverpool shirt unless Arne Slot plays him. So I hope that he gets a lot of minutes in these last 9 games just to showcase his talents and for Arne Slot to properly have a good look at him. Because so far he only started 2 games. He has 11 games. Most of them came on as a substitute. And his father has stressed that the mentality stays the same. I told Chiesa over the summer what I've been saying since he was a kid, because the truth is, until the age of 15, he didn't really play that often. When he would ask what he should do, I told him to keep training, don't give up, and make sure you are ready for your moment when it comes. And that has played off in the closing minutes against Newcastle, because he came on and he scored a brilliant goal and he was a threat in the last 15-20 minutes. And who knows, if we bring Chiesa on maybe earlier, he could have even contributed to a great Liverpool contact. But Chiesa's father has said he has no regrets over his departure from Juventus. He fallen out of favor with the coach Motta, who actually got sacked by Juventus. So Chiesa is having the last laugh at the moment, leading the Premier League table. And Juventus are having an awful season. Getting knocked out by PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League was embarrassing. And regrets are just alibis for losers. Chiesa's father said, no, there are no regrets. And Chiesa was Liverpool's only fit senior outfit player not called up for international duty, which has allowed him to return to Italy and just to recharge his batteries, but he's working behind the scenes to be ready for Liverpool's title run-in, so I'm really looking forward to it. And now with most of the Liverpool players except the South American and English players, all of them are already done with international duty, so they will have a good 9 or 10 day rest. I watched the Hungary-Turkey game yesterday live in the Puskás Arena, and Szoboszlai was the best Hungary player on the pitch. He was exceptional, but he made some mistakes, he gave the ball away, and Turkey beat Hungary 3-0, which is Hungary's heaviest defeat at home for like 3 or 4 years, and Turkey just took their chances. The referee was awful. Every little knock, Turkey players fell over and he gave a free kick to them, so it totally disrupted Hungary's play. But ultimately, Hungary didn't play well enough. We didn't take our chances in both legs. But the Nations League B is actually a good competition for Hungary as well, because then we can play against teams that we have a real chance of beating and get some confidence. The most important thing for Szoboszlai is that he now has a good 10 days rest, just like all the other international players except the South Americans, Luis Diaz, McAllister, Alisson, still yet to play, Darwin Núñez as well, and the English guys, but hopefully they will be back fit and ready to really attack these last 9 games and get that Premier League title. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.